interested in finding out what's going on among black people and among black people in the inner city specifically, they should listen to rap music. Because not only are you hearing the stories and the terminology, but the emotionalism. I mean, when I think about a song like I Don't Give a Fuck, to me, what that song is really expressing is what it feels like to be in that situation. I mean, because if you listen to that song, you know where this guy is emotionally, what it feels like to get your ass kicked every day.
Every day, that's all I was talking. And that song, that was real. That was made 5 minutes. I wrote it after just coming from trying to get another member out of Digital Underground out of jail. We just been harassed by the police, put the guns put to our head, and 2 days earlier, we just come from the fucking Grammys. You know what I'm saying? It just wrecked my whole brain. I couldn't believe it. That no matter where you go, you're always going to be a nigga. That's how I felt. I felt so helpless. And I was like, you know, forget trying to impress these people. I finally got to the point where I was like, there is no way out of this circle. So I don't give a fuck. That's what, and I was like, you know, like, what are you going to call it? And I felt like, you know, I really don't give a fuck. Fuck the title. I want people to hear what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. And that's how I felt. And it's not like I'm saying, well, watch them trip off this curse. You know, well, look, I'm cursing. Look, that's how I felt. That was the language. And, you know, when brothers put that in, I want them to hear, and I want them to feel as though I didn't try to cut corners when I spoke to them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to make it sound good. You can hear somebody talking to the masses to you. You know what I'm saying? You can hear like it's nice to go, well, we here at Clydesdale's Auto Factory want to give a little bonus to you, which apply. You know, they're making a big deal out of it. To me, it's personal. My struggle is with every young black person on a personal level, between me and you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cause a big revolution and get all these people behind me because I want nobody to follow me, because I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going forward. I don't know where that's going to take me. I don't want to lead nobody into war. I don't want to lead nobody into poverty. Nothing. I'm going straight ahead. What I do want is for brothers to take the notion to where they feel as though we are a unit and they also have to move straight ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just being stuck. You got to move straight ahead. However, and if it's something where, you know, the ending doesn't come out so well, you know, c'est la vie. But we can't. This is not an alternative. The way we are right now, this is not a good alternative. This is definitely not a choice. And I don't feel it's a choice. I refuse to live this way. There has to be another way. So that's why I can't have songs like Funky Cole Medina. It has to be a song like I Don't Give a Fuck. That's just, it's given. You know what I'm saying? That's a state of emergency. And so I feel as though, even though it's an emergency, I don't want to panic people and just say, you know, kill. Because that's wrong. And that's what we've done already. We've been through that. We've seen what happens when black folks try to defend themselves through armed struggle without education and without self-defense mentally. We die because we're not going to win. But if we start to join up and start to be more united and start being realistic about who the enemy is, then we'll be better off.
Do you think that in the 1990s that armed struggle or armed self-defense needs to be at least a part of the black struggle?
I think that it needs to be an option. It doesn't. To say that it needs to be a part of the black struggle would predict violence. You know what I'm saying? I say that it needs to be an option. We need to keep our options open as black people, and we need to keep our options open as young people, and we need to keep our options open as human beings. So for me as a black man, I have 3 different tasks, and that's why it's not like I'm racist, but like for a white man, he only has one of those things to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Getting himself together as a human being. I have to worry about getting myself together as a human being, a young man, and as a black man. So, of course, I'm going to be a little bit more angry. You know what I'm saying? My words are going to cut a little bit more closer to heart because, you know, I got a lot more to fight about and a lot more to cry about and a lot more to get from this. So I'm gonna work harder. And I really don't care who's offended because how could you take offense from somebody trying to dig their way out of a hole? What's so offensive about me surviving? You know what I'm saying? That's why I take great offense. Because you're obviously saying you want me to shut up and die. That's what they're saying. Shut up and die. Stop worrying about it. Everybody got so... It wasn't no thing for Ice Cube to be talking about killing in the hood. As soon as he was talking about anybody else dying, it was problems. And I'm not saying that Ice Cube is the Messiah, because, you know, he's wrong for saying kill a Jew. Because a Jew didn't do that shit. Let's be realistic. Just like it wasn't white people that beat me down in Oakland. It was 2 white cops. 2 white crooked cops. That's what that was. And just like if he feels like that's one person, we have to be more realistic about our enemies. It's easy to say white folks is evil. That's easy. But then you leading us into more of a slaughter because we're going to find out all white folks ain't evil. And the black folks going to be dicking us. And you can't say that all black folks is inherently to stand up most for black folks because we had more problems. You know what I'm saying? We had more conditioning. You don't ever hear about anybody telling you about white folks wasn't allowed into this place. Never. They never had that problem. I did. So I have an upper hand. And you can't tell me I don't. You know what I'm saying? Just like when America beat Great Britain for their freedom, they had the upper hand because they wanted their freedom by any means necessary. That's what scares America so much. They see them and us. Except we have the right of cause on our side now. And they see that. They see themselves in the position of the oppressor. And they know what happens when an oppressed people fight the oppressor. The oppressed always win. Because God don't like ugly. You can ask Roberta Flack about that.
Well, there's something else I think a lot of white Americans are afraid of. You talk about it here in the bio, the fact that legions of white youth are jumping on this music. They're jumping on rap music, and, and there's a lot of them who are maybe just there because it's a fan thing, but there's a lot of kids who are keying in to what's being said.
This Oriental kid came up to me, and he had my album, Digital Underground's album, the Juice soundtrack, Raw Fusion's album, Ice Cube's. I mean, he studies the music like a religion. You could see from what he had bought that he knew what he was getting. He wasn't just buying the hot shit. He was buying what he wanted to hear. That impressed me so much. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, we are in a position to where as we can change the world. We really are. We are the rock and roll of today. You know what I'm saying? We are in a position to where the whole world is listening to what we have to say. And we want the whole world to hear us saying, you know, come here, bitch, give me some pussy. That's fucked up. That's a fucked up mirror image of where young people are today. Cause I don't think we're into that. Because AIDS is killing us off. And I know, because I ain't getting it all, so I don't know who's getting it all. That's what I'm saying. It's just like we really do have an emergency to deal with. I love the fact that I can stand in the crowd. I can go in the right neighborhood now and have peace, except for the police, with the young kids. You know, the adults, that still gonna see me as a nigga. But the young kids, they go out of their way to talk to you, you know? And even when I'm in a bad mood, they always, you know, how you doing, Rich? Because they really are interested in what you have to say. They know what I'm talking about, and I love that. You got to love that. But we cannot be distracted. I love the fact that everybody likes our music, but still, Tupac, that's like I said, we're in a state of emergency, and I'm talking to my people, talking to my folks. Just that's what the huddle is for. But everybody can listen, because I'm not saying nothing that's evil or day. Everybody can listen. I'm gonna give it. That's why I made the album. Here's my battle plans. Tupacalypse Now. Just the first draft. Everybody can hear it. Everybody can see it. I don't have no problem. There's nothing to hide.